This week on the Spotlight, the banged-up Bears try to pull out a game in the nation's capital. Coach Tibbs, always intense, getting ready for a big season. And we talked to Mike James. He's back with the Bulls, trying to stick with the roster. He expects something special this year. And we talked to fans at Salerno's, find out what they have to say. This week on the Spotlight. Check out my website, benkowski.com, for my weekly article and up-to-the-minute trivia sites. It's the 25th year of the Lansing Floral Sports Spotlight. Flowers for every imaginable occasion at Lansing Floral Shop. Call them at 708-474-1212. They deliver. Hey, you should check out Jack Desmond's Irish Pub. It features my Benkowski trivia. Wednesday, October 30th, and again November 13th at 8 p.m. $10 domestic buckets on Wednesday. It's at 10339 South Ridgeland. Easy to get to. Jack Desmond's Irish Pub. Want to get a haircut from a great hairstylist? Call mine, Rose Murillo, 312-726-2201. With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Demitas is a great coffee shop. When I'm a little bit sleepy, I race to Demitas Coffee Shop for a lift. 1066 West Taylor. Breakfast, lunches, mochas, lattes, cappuccino, tea, baked goods, superb French toast, great chicken salad. Open Tuesday through Sunday. I can't say any more about Demitas Coffee Shop. Dave McLean Antiques. Open 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Always buying and selling quality antiques, art, silver, coins, vintage bicycles, great wholesale prices. They're located at 2716 West 111th Street. Check out Dave McLean's Antiques. You ought to try Sam & Sons Jewelers like I have. Custom-made jewelry. You can buy it, sell it to them, trade it, they'll repair it. Certified loose diamonds and gemstones at 10640 South Cicero. Great people to do business with. Sam & Sons Jewelers, 106th and Cicero. You've got to get to Amelia's Bar and Grill. They're open for lunch and dinner daily, private parties and catering, a unique mixture of fine dining and Mexican specialties brought to you by the fine chef Eusebio Garcia. They're at 46th and Halsted. I've enjoyed every visit there, and you will too. Get to Amelia's Bar and Grill, 46th and Halsted. So the Bears benefit from a turnover. Matt Forte scores 10-3, Chicago in the lead. So with all their points in a 61-second span, the Bears have a lead through one quarter. The fans are piling into Salerno's here. And my main man, Mike, here, who I see at trivia night all the time, is one of the key guys today. Tell us about your customers and how you think the game's going.
Well, so far it's going good. I wouldn't call it great, but we'll take it. We'll take the lead going into this part of the game for sure. And it's good to see a nice little turnout here. We got a good party over there and a bunch of people here for the Bears game for yet another Sunday. So we're always happy to see that. And just hope this Bear defense could stop the run a little bit, and RG3, of course, too. So.
Yeah, the Bears' defense worries me at times, and there were some 20-yard, actually a couple were negated by penalty where they had some big gains, didn't they?
Thankfully, yes. I was worried because, everybody's seen that Giants game last week, and, Brandon Jacobs looked like he was 24 years old running over our defense like nothing. So hopefully that doesn't continue to happen this week, and we end up stopping them instead of the ref stopping them for us. So.
Yeah. Good point. Well, as long as you're plugging things, give a plug for trivia and why people should join us on Thursday nights.
You should join us to try to beat the mastery that is the Peep team, for sure.
His team.
And it's just a great time. It is. There's a lot of fun people coming there every other week on Thursday nights, and very friendly game. Nobody holds any grudges. It's just for fun, and we always have fun.
It's the only place that I go to where people applaud a right answer. It's really unique. They get the little golf applause when somebody gets a blockbuster question. So come on out. You'll see Mike in action. He'll be running around waiting at the table. Then he'll stop and he'll answer a question. He'll go and serve some spaghetti. That's amazing. So come and see that, as well as pray for the Bears in the second quarter. And Devin Hester would be the man. The Bears were down 17-10 when he takes a punt at his own 20 and takes it to the house. His 19th return touchdown of his career. Washington would score one more time, though, to make it 24-17 Skins at the half. Well, this game's not going the way we all like, but there's still a second half. I don't know about the Jay Cutler injury. We'll get to that. But tell us your name and how you've assembled this group from all over Chicagoland.
My name's Mike Warner. We started coming here after a charity walk a year ago, and we've been coming ever since. We come all the way from the southwest suburbs, Lamont, Darien, and Joliet, because we love the atmosphere, the restaurant, and the pizza.
Wow, that's great. I mean, that's some serious traveling to come down here to Grand and Racine. Any thoughts about the way the Bears are playing right now?
I haven't really. I got to be honest. I haven't watched this the first Bears game I've watched all year, so I can't.
Okay, all right.
And it's just I'm watching, so they're not doing well, and that's the way it goes.
Don't blame yourself. Really, it's not your fault. All right. So we have one other spokesperson, right? Oh, look at them point to each other. I think it's going to be you. All right. Tell us your name and your thoughts about the first half, at least.
My name is Kevin Drum. And I'm from Darien, and but yeah, the Bears they look a little, the receivers ain't holding on to the ball. That the interception wasn't Cutler's fault. They're just playing in. It was nice, little flat. They gotta get that line going to stop that run on, from Washington.
Yeah, I agree. The run stop has been very poor. Devin Hester gave him a nice spark, though, huh?
Yes, finally, it was nice to see him, get that touchdown from the punt, though. But yeah, but still, we need to get our defense to step up a little bit.
You have hope they can pull this out?
Oh, definitely. I think they will. I hope to see Cutler come back. I mean, we really do need Cutler for to bring us back. But you got to play the game as how it rolls.
Yes. Well, that's a good analysis and a great group of folks who travel here from all over to come to Salerno's. You should too.
Since 1967, El Jardín has been serving the finest Mexican food. Before, after, during ball games, located conveniently just 3 blocks south of Wrigley Field, 3335 North Clark. Whether there's a game or not, you still get hungry, and El Jardín has great service, great food, and great drinks. I've enjoyed every meal I've had there, and you will too. So get to El Jardín for great Mexican food at 3335 North Clark Street in Chicago. You'll be glad you did. You've got to get to Lansing Floral Shop. Open at 8 a.m. daily. Besides a great array of live flowers, they have custom silks, Bridgewater candles. They want you to plan your parties early at a wide delivery area. They're located at 3420 Ridge Road in Lansing, or you can call 708-474-1212. Weddings, funerals, birthdays, anniversaries, and guys, try the No Reason flower. Believe me, it works. Lansing Floral Shop. Give them a call, 708-474-1212.
You've got to get to Kelly's Tavern. You'll have a good time. I'm cracking up thinking about it. Benkowski Trivia, 44th and Wallace, October 25th and November 8th at 8 p.m. Come out and play. Bring your friends. It's fun. Kelly's Tavern, 44th and Wallace. See you over there. Cornelio's Mobile Auto Glass. They come to you. You call them at 773-908-6081. Lowest prices, new and used. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. They'll do your windshield, back window, or sides. They did a great job for me. They'll do a great job for you, and you'll be amazed at how quickly they come in and finish it up. Cornelio's Mobile Auto Glass. For a great meal, get to Amelia's Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner daily, private parties and catering, a unique mixture of fine dining and Mexican specialties brought to you by the great chef Eusebio Garcia. They're at 46th and Halsted. I've had great meals there, and you will too. Amelia's Bar and Grill, 46th and Halsted. Matt Forte in the third quarter busts one for 50 yards and a score. A 3-touchdown day for Matt Forte, but the Redskins kept coming back, and they would take a 31-24 lead after this. We're back with some patrons who are enjoying one of the finer Salerno products, the pizza, and we're going to find out what people are thinking. Tell us your name and what you like about this place.
My name is Maria, and I love the pizza, the food, the service, the atmosphere, everything.
Well, that's pretty massive. How often would you say you come to Salerno's? Once a month or more often than that?
You sure? Yeah, once a month.
Cool.
Maybe more.
Okay. Well, I'm going to personally invite you to try a particular day. It's a Thursday when I'm doing my trivia game.
Okay.
And we ask questions about music, movies, and TV. And I bet this group would be pretty good at that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Thursday.
Okay. I'll write down the dates. You, of course, usually have that on the screen. And we'll make a plan. We'll get this done. Fun times at Salerno's, whether it's Bears or trivia or just eating. Well, the Bears are driving, but the game's not where we want it to be. Let's see if the fans are hopeful. Tell us your name, young man. What is your name?
Stephans Kins.
Okay. And who do you like on the Chicago Bears?
I like Brandon Marshall and Matt Forte. I like Jay Cutler, but he's injured. And Julius Peppers, Devin Hester.
Well, that's a good group. All good players who, particularly Devin Hester, had a... What do you think of that touchdown he scored today?
It was really good. So,
And how about your food? What are you eating today?
my food's not here yet, but I was eating mozzarella sticks.
Oh, excellent. All right. This kid's got all the answers. That's what I love that. All right. And let's go to the next generation. Tell us your name and what you're thinking about the Bears today.
Sven Kins, and it's more of a shootout than I thought it would be. I thought they'd be able to drive the ball a little bit more regularly on the Redskins defense, but with Cutler out and McCown in there, not sure what's going to happen.
It's a crapshoot.
Exactly.
You're hoping for Hester or Forte or somebody to bust one.
Teams or defensive touchdown for sure. Yeah.
But it's still a winnable game.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And tell us about your food at Salerno's, generally speaking.
So Salerno's is a regular spot for us. Stephans and Aldis play basketball on Sundays, and so we've been coming here after their games pretty regularly. And we had pizza last night, so we were going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings in Lincoln Park, but they were full, and we said, well, let's go to Salerno's. We had some wings and mozzarella sticks. We're big fans.
Cool. And you play basketball too, huh?
Yeah,
And did you score up a couple points today?
yeah, exactly, couple. You're right.
I came in late because I didn't know that you could be a defensive specialist. I bet you play some good D.
Yeah, I play really good D.
All right. Oh, do we have a chance for that little... All right, let's go to the young lady. And... Well, she was going to roar like a bear, but she still looks as cute as Tabitha on television, and it's all good.
Thank you very much.
Go Bears. The Bears would go up 41-38 as Martellus Bennett scores the go-ahead touchdown, but Washington would get the ball back one more time, and they would win it 45-41. Well, the Bears battled valiantly with a ton of injuries, Jay Cutler in particular. Usually when you score 5 touchdowns, you win a game, but it wasn't to be. So even though the crowd was great here, and everyone seemed to have a good time for the most part with the great food, it's a little bit quieted when there is a loss. So the Bears will try to regroup during the bye week and maybe heal up too. That might be the biggest question of all. And all I could say is on behalf of all the staff and crew here, enjoying the great food and drink we all love. Salerno! Very nice. You're all going to Hollywood.
With a 30-year Southwest Side tradition, Huck Finn is open 24 hours to serve you with great breakfasts like the Becky Thatcher, soups, great lunches, 1/3 pound burgers, clubs, and much more. Dinners from seafood to steaks to pasta, great donuts, and ice creams. With 3 locations at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Stop in today. You know Huck Finn is open. Go play at Red Shoes Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski in Alsip, featuring 16 Brunswick Gold Crown pool tables, drop fluorescent lighting fixtures, and a fabulous grade of cloth. Call 708-388-3700.
And now video gaming is available at Red Shoes from open till close. And don't forget, the Illinois Lottery too.
That's Red Shoe Billiards, 12009 South Pulaski.
Little Frank's Pizzeria and Bar. Thursday, $1.50 Miller Old Style. And of course, my trivia games alternate Thursdays. The next one, October 24th at 8 p.m. You know they have $12 large pizza and pitcher all day, every day? Easy to reach at 79th and Narragansett. Check out Little Frank's. You'll be glad you did. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie does tune-ups, transmission, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes, and emission system repair. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and they've done a great job for me. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie. You have got to get to Calabria Imports. Great Italian foods and deli. Mention this TV commercial for 10% off when you go in. They have catering. They have sandwiches. Easy to reach at 1905 West 103rd Street. Last time in, I got some great ham, some Swiss cheese. I got some giardiniera and a variety of other things available at Calabria Imports at 1905 West 103rd Street. We're back in the spotlight. We're talking Bulls. And every roster has a certain feel to it, a certain importance, rank, different players, different styles, different age groups. And in addition to the new draft picks who may or may not make a given team, you have to have the KG veterans. And one of those KG veterans is none other than Mike James, who's back for another tour of duty, we all hope, with these Bulls. And so we talked to him about where he's going career-wise, if it was a tough call whether to come back and try this year, and how his off-season regimen matches up with the high intensity of his coach. And I'll tell you that answer ahead of time. It does. It's the start of a new NBA season, and sometimes you see new faces, sometimes you see familiar faces, and we're seeing a familiar one, a man who knows this league pretty well. Welcome back, and tell us how it feels to be back wearing the red.
Well, it definitely feels good to be back here in Chicago. You know, excited about the season, excited about the team. You know, there's only one common goal that we all have this year, and anything less than that is an unsuccessful season, and that's getting that Larry O'Brien trophy. And so it's going to be a fun ride all the way throughout the regular season into the playoffs. Well,
you've been through the ringer a few times. Looking at the roster that you have and seeing, you know, some of the new faces and Derek back and stuff, how does this roster compare with some of the good teams you've been on?
I mean, compared to the NBA, you know, 1 through 5, including the bench, we probably have one of the best, backcourts in the NBA and also in the front courts in the NBA. But we also have a pretty, strong bench just in case someone was, just in case something was to happen to a starter. There's somebody that's able to fill in at, from 1 to 5. And so that's always a good thing when you have a team that's able, to play and be compatible with one another. Plus, everyone gets along, which is key in a playoff run and trying to win a championship is, the compatibility between each other. So that's definitely a plus.
I was intrigued by one of the quotes from your coach, who said he was going to South America to work. And everybody is probably thinking, well, you're going to be there all the time. You got to see a sight or two. What'd you see down in Rio?
We saw the statue of Jesus from probably about 20 miles, 50 miles away, and we had to zoom in on our cameras in order to really get a good view of it. But, you know, and we went to the beach for about an hour one day. But, you know, like he said, it was a working trip. And it was a lot of things that we was doing with the NBA and also a lot of things we was doing with the team. And so we wasn't just there to, you know, just have fun. Even though it's a beautiful country and beautiful people, we was there mainly to work. And so that's basically, we got our job done. We went there to work and we worked.
All right, well, that's cool. Well, what do you see happening early in the season here as Derek slowly adds his minutes and you guys all figure out, you know, your roles and timing?
I mean, that's the main thing. This is why the preseason is important. The preseason is important because it gives time for guys to get their rhythm back and get the feel for the game again. You know, in the summertime, everyone goes their separate ways and, you know, everyone is working to individually prepare themselves for a collective time during the season. And so now you use the preseason to start getting the rhythm of each player back together, playing on one accord. And so this is what we're using the preseason for. And so we'll see what happens. All we can do is worry about right now, and that's what we're trying to focus on.
Well, tell us about yourself. You know, each time a player who gets to a certain age goes through the summertime, they evaluate and see if they're going to keep going on. And I guess there was no question in your mind, was there?
No, not at all. You know, I had a pretty successful season last year that excited me for this season. And, you know, maybe if I didn't play as well as I did, you know, especially towards the end of the season last year, I'd probably be like, you know what, I'm done with this game. But I still put away the golf clubs. The golf clubs are still second to my preparation, you know, and so that's still important to me is my preparation. And so it excited me about preparing for the season. And I came into the season ready physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and just wherever my minutes come, I'm ready to go.
Well, it seems to me like the time you spent in the off season matches your coach's intensity level, and which might be hard to do. But it seemed like you knew what to expect when he sees a finely conditioned player of a certain age.
Yeah.
He's a little more accepting.
Of course, you know, I came in, you know, lighter probably than I've ever been in my career, and probably one of the best shapes that I've been in a long time. And so this is what I pride myself on, is preparation. And so I'm prepared for this season and just excited to see which way it goes.
And don't forget maybe the single most important thing, imparting what you know to the youngins.
Of course.
You know, the Marcus and on down the line.
Of course, that's the main thing is, you know, the wisdom that I've gained from this game, not keeping it all to myself, but being able to really share it and help them along the way also, because this is not like they always say, it's not a sprint. This is definitely a journey, and so, you know, you want to make this a career move. You don't want to just play 1-2 years in this game and just be happy with the time that you're getting in that time, but you want to play this for longevity. And so that's my main goal, is to teach them how to just continue to keep preparing for longevity.
Well, we wish you the best, and we hope that karma continues with you on this roster.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
For sure.
Okay.
I eat on the pasta twice just...
Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria at Grand and Racine is the place to go before United Center Pavilion, Bulls, Hawks, Cubs, and Sox too. Dine in or carry out with great family recipes, including homemade pastas, steaks, seafood, a great fun bar area. Meet people. Have a tremendous time. At Salerno's Restaurant and Pizzeria, Grand and Racine, you'll find a great variety of foods for you to enjoy at Salerno's. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair at 108th and Kedzie is great. Tune-ups, transmissions, AC service, engine repair, tire repair, oil changes. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. They do a great job for me, and they'll do a great job for you. They're quick, and they don't charge an arm and a leg. Perfect Pitch Auto Repair, 108th and Kedzie. Reggie's is a great place with tons of music, interesting people and staff, great food and drink at 21st and State. And amongst the cool things they have, Benkowski Trivia. All shows are now Monday at 6 p.m. Reggie's, 21st and State, a fun place. You got to check out Beefy's, a neighborhood tradition since 1987.
Besides the obvious Italian beef, they got the famous chicken sub. They got double cheese. You can dine in or carry out. It's a very extensive menu. Conveniently located at 58th and Harlem. You're going to like Beefy's. Check it out. Riley's Trick Shop, the place to go for Halloween costumes. Football strip cards, custom t-shirts, gag gifts, tricks, jokes, and magic kits. Their new location, 8086 West 111th Street in Palos Hills, just a touch past Roberts Road. Riley's Trick Shop. We're back on the spotlight talking Bulls. Coach Tom Thibodeau sometimes sounds a little tense, sometimes a little short, and here he is, maybe a little bit short, but take it away.
What was the first question? Pretty in-depth. Was Jimmy Butler playing?
What about Derek?
Yes, he's good.
Is he starting tonight?
Derek?
Yes.
Yes.
On the sheet, it didn't look like he was. So.
We always have the right to change our mind.
You thought he was going to play?
Yes, he will start also.
How did Derek look in practice?
He's been fine. Yeah, I think the days off were good for him. So that he hasn't had any problems at all.
Tom, if somebody tries to get rough with Derek, tries to take advantage of him physically, shall we say, do you see Joe Kimmich being something of a policeman or enforcer?
I see our team being able to handle whatever's thrown our way.
Unlike last year, where occasionally you may have snuck up on a couple of teams by playing just solid team defense and wearing them down, you cannot surprise anybody this year with Derek back in the lineup. Does that mean this year will be tougher?
Well, I think each year you're faced with new and different challenges. I don't think, Derek's been here for a long time, so, you're never going to, in this league, you're not sneaking up on anybody at any time. Teams are well prepared. They prepare for everybody. I think the important thing is to get yourself ready and to know your opponent well and to understand what your job is and then go out there and execute what your job is.
Are you going into each game with a set plan for Derek? You evaluate his participation at halftime?
Well, you always have a plan. I think that right now you're trying to establish all the habits that you need to be successful. So you map things out, and you may get off a little bit, but a lot of it is, you're viewing this entire month as training camp. So you're gradually increasing things. You begin with your plan of what you have to have in order to play your first game. So you have to get your players ready. You have to have your system in and established. But the important thing is to have the right mindset each and every day, to put everything you have into it, not to show any weakness.
This week's show has been brought to you by the Lansing Floral Shop. Call for your flowers at 708-474-1212. Huck Finn, a great wide-ranging menu, along with donuts and ice cream. Open 24 hours at Archer and Damon, 67th and Pulaski, and 105th and Cicero. Imprint Graphics, leaders in booklet, perfect bound saddle stitch, very competitive pricing. Call 708-396-1010.